What's up, guys? This is a late video. I had to really process this one. Um, this is the kind of my reaction to the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. Um, it's more or less gonna be me talking about what I saw from the trailer and my honest thoughts and feelings about what we could see and why Spider-Man to this day will always be a great hero. So let's dive right into it. So my reaction to the trailer was, okay, where are they going to take the story? We heard rumors that it was going to be grounded. We heard rumors that it was going to be different from the other ones, which I was hoping for because for me, the way Spider-Man came in was a little bit kiddish. So it was a little bit somewhat different for me. But I didn't like kind of the way they did him because it just felt like he was too reliant on Tony. So it didn't feel like he was Spider-Man. It felt like Spider-Boy or Spider-Man with friends. But, you know, I'm not mad that he relied on Tony and he did build up a great relationship with Tony to use tech and do something different. I'm not mad at that one bit. I wanted more from him to do his own stuff, and that's kind of what Spider-Man No Way Home did for him, to where he didn't have anybody to help him get through this problem. Doctor Strange wasn't going to help him. He didn't have to call the Avengers. He had to deal with this multiversal threat on his own. And I'm kind of happy that happened because that's what I want from Spider-Man. I don't want him to rely on other heroes. I don't want him to depend on those heroes. I want him to be with other heroes. You know, in this Brand New Day, I saw Punisher, which I cannot wait for because grounded heroes fit Spider-Man better. And what I mean by that is ones that aren't tech or multiversal or they deal with magic. So, like, I love the Punisher teaming up with Spider-Man. I love seeing Daredevil. Blade is another one. Yeah, that's a little bit more magic side, but seeing Blade with Spider-Man is a whole new thing. Even Moon Knight, you know, Moon Knight's kind of magic based, but he is a dark hero that Spider-Man can learn from, and even Spider-Man has. So, like, there's different types of magic that I don't want to see him with. I don't want to see him with Doctor Strange again because it really didn't do anything for him besides him erasing his mind. And, you know, the multiverse was going to happen, which I am really happy for to this day. I still love seeing Toby and Andrew in No Way Home. My only problem with that is that it was heavy reliant that he needed help again. So I'm not mad at that again because it was all the Spider-Man together. So Toby, Andrew, Tom together was literally peak cinema. So I will never deny that. Again, I just want him with grounded heroes that are like gonna either teach him in a way to be better on his own or help him in good fights that make great for great cinematography. And from Brand New Day, from what I'm seeing, I heard that Jackie Chan was part of the choreography for some of this stuff, and that the guy that is the director of the movie is the director from Shang-Chi. So, judging from what I saw from the trailer, like the one shot that I am in love with to this day is him webbing the sword from one of the hand ninjas and just tearing it to shreds. Like, that is Spider-Man to me. A man that can use his webbing for destruction, saving, and whatever else. Because that is something that I never thought I would be able to see in cinema. I thought only comic books were going to be able to hold that. But to see Spider-Man grab a blade with his freaking webs and then just tear them apart, ugh, I cannot wait for this movie. And again, I am just excited, like overly joyed excited. Like how many edits I see of Spider-Man's trailer. The one flip that I did not like in the like when I first saw it was him flipping off the building with his hand. I was like, oh, that looks terribly bad. Like I don't know if it's just me or if there's something supposed to be there for him to jump off of. But the more I watched it, it was like, oh, this is Spider-Man. And what you guys don't understand is Tom's Spider-Man really wasn't that like movement based. Like yeah, he would do some cool flips or something, or he would do something a little bit Spider-like, but we never saw a movement like Spider-Man. And what I mean by that, go watch Andrew's movements as Spider-Man. From the first one to the second one, he's moving so good that it looks so fluent. And this is what I wanted for Spider-Man because Tom was like the least Spider-Man movement. Andrew is number one. Toby is second because of the way he did like he had agility. Tom has fluent like spider-like movements that I loved from the first one and even the second one. So like their movements were really good, but Tom just didn't feel like Spider-Man. He just felt like CGI'd in there, and of course it's gonna be CGI'd, but the way their movements weren't fluent enough for me. So Andrew still holds the top spot, but after, if I see some good swinging from Tom's Brand New Day one, I might put him above Toby, but it's gonna be close. But Andrew still holds the top spot for me to this day. Andrew still holds that top spot. Now, what I like about this one is the suit. Oh, the suit is perfection. It is such a mix of Toby and Andrew's suit. The vibrant colors of Andrew's, and it kind of has like a real look like Toby's does. But oh, it's so beautiful, guys. And then the spider logo. I want that as a poster so bad. And I kind of want that as a tattoo. I'm not even going to lie. I want Tom's spider symbol as a tattoo. Both back and front are just perfection. I just am in love with what they're doing with this movie. And then the visual shots. Like the one with the shot of when Tom falls to the ground or is falling off the building, and we go inside his mask and look into his eye. I never expected that. We haven't seen that type of cinematography since Toby's. Toby had the like eye thing, and that's what I loved about Sam Raimi's version, is that it was still horror aspect and had like the close-ups of the eyes of like looking at stuff, or the the cut from Toby to Dr. Octopus. That shot will always be top tier, switching back and forth between scenes. So like I am so genuinely excited for the cinematography, the choreograph between the fights. I am just generally so freaking excited, guys, and I hope you guys are too. If you guys haven't watched the trailer, I've already watched it like a billion times. They got like the best out of me, and like I don't think you guys understand Spider-Man as a character. Now, if you do, I'm not going to bore you to death with a lore video yet. That's coming up after Brand New Day. After I see Brand New Day, I am so ready to do a lore video. Like, you guys have no idea. But the weight that Spider-Man has as a hero, everyone is going to say that, oh, we want comic book accurate Spider-Man. And what people don't understand is Spider-Man as a whole isn't just the hero with the mask cracking jokes like Deadpool. No. It is a guy that has been beaten down so freaking much that holds back. You guys don't understand that Spider-Man holds back a lot on a lot of things. It's because of the responsibility he has. And what I love about this character is beaten down to a pulp, this man will push through. And I don't think anybody fully understands that as a Spider-Man character. And I really hope they dive deep into this, which they're showing a lot of like Peter being by himself. He's enduring a lot and not like wanting to like be Peter Parker anymore. And it's showing with the movie itself that it's all Spider-Man related. We barely see any Peter Parker interaction. Like, yeah, we see a few of him looking at Ned and MJ, wondering, should I tell them that I'm their best friend that erase their memories and see if they can jog their memories? What I don't want is for that to be undone, because it's time for Peter to move on. Peter has so many new friends and so many girlfriends and so many different people that he interacts with. I'm ready to see Gwen. I'm ready to see Harry Osborn. I'm ready to see, oh God, give me more of the characters from Spider-Man, Eddie Brock Jr., for Venom, We do know that the symbiote's in the MCU. If you guys watched the end of, Venom? Oh, no, yes. Or if it was from Spider-Man No Way Home, one of the end credit scenes was Venom going back to the Sonyverse, thank God, and Venom left a piece of himself there. And they were still looking for Spider-Man, so the symbiote will always have that connection, to look for Peter Parker. So I am still hopeful that we get the symbiote suit before Secret Wars, because I know that Tom isn't in Doomsday. So I'm still excited for Doomsday. Don't get me wrong, Doomsday is at the end of this year. I'm still generally excited for Doomsday because it's Doctor Doom against everyone. But Secret Wars is the main setup for the symbiote suit to be introduced. If you guys don't know, the symbiote suit was the first introduction in Avengers Secret Wars. So that's why I'm hopeful they do a tease to it, and then they do a jump to Secret Wars, or they give him another movie that kind of ties into Secret Wars. So there's a lot to be unfolded here. And don't forget, guys, there is Spider-Man Noir coming out in a couple months, so be ready for that. I mean, that's that's Nicolas Cage's Spider-Man ready to be into the fold. It's Ben Parker instead of Peter Parker. There's going to be a whole different story for that one, which I'm still generally excited for. But guys, there's just so much Spider-Man stuff going on. I couldn't contain my excitement more. And there's still like you got Daredevil season 2 coming out literally tomorrow. I'm ready to make a full review on that because that's a tie into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So be ready for a full segment on that coming up. But guys, the storyline I'm hoping they do is not the man spider that a lot of people are hoping for. Like I hope there's like nightmares of him because there is a comic book run where Spider-Man gets literally beaten down by so much. Like he's on the brink of death that he cocoons himself like a spider, and he meets a spider deity that grants him two choices. Are you a man that's going to be a spider, or are you a spider that's trying to be a man? And there's a choice because he's taking on the Spider-Man persona a lot instead of being Peter Parker. And Toby's was kind of the same. He was trying to be Peter Parker more than Spider-Man. So the whole thing is just going to dive into him getting new powers, which will be either heightened senses, a little bit more strength. I hope it evolves around that and not the man spider, but it shows him if he goes down that path of being not balancing between Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I hope they dive into that a lot more. There's just so much story they have that I'm so generally excited for because he's going to be going up against a lot. You got the Hand, you got probably Fisk's group, you got Tombstone, you got Scorpion, you got. I heard there's rumors that Savage Hulk is supposed to come back to where Hulk gets something happens to him that turns him into Gray Hulk. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening. There's a mystery character that Sadie Sink is playing in the movie. They don't know if it's Jean Grey. They don't know if it's a new character. They don't know if it's a character beyond our that we don't know about. Either way, I'm still so excited for this movie because it's Spider-Man. I mean, come on, Spider-Man is the greatest hero ever. That trailer has broken so many records that it surpassed the No Way Home trailer, and surpassed any other trailer that was big around from 2021 to now. So I'm gonna say to the Spider-Man haters, we win, Mr. Stark. Anyway, guys, that is my general reaction. I am super excited for this. The Daredevil TV show starts tomorrow, so put on some Red and Black for my boy. I'm blind, so I represent for Daredevil everywhere. Shout out to Marvel and Daredevil Season 2, and I can't wait for July 31st, guys. Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.